Welcome to another episode of the Jonesin 4 Show. This is Spencer Jones here, the host of the Jonesin 4 Show, and I am so excited to have you here today. This is the last episode of 2020. Dun, dun, dun! That's right. This crazy year is coming to an end, right? It's been a crazy, wild year. Lots of changes happening. And I was thinking, let's do a recap show. Let's do something where we recap the entire year and share that with you all. And then I thought, nah, you don't want to hear that, right? Maybe we'll do a fun little recap later on or something, maybe at the beginning of the year. I don't know. We'll see. But I wanted to help you live your life to the max. And I thought today, this week, is a great time to do it. Because it's the end of this year. We get to put 2020 behind us, finally. A year that we had such high hopes for, that for many of us, sucked. Frankly, there's parts of 2020 that sucked. And then there's also parts of it that were amazing. Right. And I could go into talk about, and share we finally were able to go full time with Jonesin 4 and help impact even more people and improve even more people's lives and help them live their lives to the max, right? By releasing my book and having more positivity challenges, deep dives, and now the Spencer's Energy Hub community, right? There's so many things, but I wasn't going to do a recap, although I guess I kind of did just a short bit there. But I want to help you live your life to the max and set up yourself to have 2021 be an amazing year, your best year yet. So are you ready to have 2021 be your best year yet? Yeah? Yeah, you are? Awesome. Well, then keep listening because here's what you're going to do. I'm not going to be that bold. I'm going to say, here's a suggestion to help you make 2021 your best year yet. And that is ditch the resolution. Okay, I built that up. You probably already knew what that was from the title of this episode. I gotta have fun, right? You gotta have fun in life. Otherwise, what's the point? So make 2021 your best year yet by ditching the resolution. Did you know that over 80% of resolutions made, people who make resolutions, the New Year's resolutions, right? To whether it's to lose weight, to read a book, to work out, eat healthy, whatever it is, 80% fail within the first month. Yeah, 80% in that first month. That's just crazy. So you set this goal or a resolution, and you're like, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. Awesome, cool, go you, right? That's sweet. But you hit the gym first week, you're like, all right, I got 4 days in, feeling great. Next week, man, it's a little tricky, you have 3 days. Next week's even harder, man, I just don't feel motivated anymore, so you do 1 week. Next week, maybe one, and then you're just like, man, I'm good, I'm happy with this weight that I have, I don't need to lose it. So you're part of that statistic, part of that 80% that fail. I'd rather have you be part of the 20% that succeed at reaching that resolution. But really, I'm not a fan of the word resolution because there's so much negativity tied to it. Ditch the resolution, right? Lose that negative aspect of it. Because when people say resolutions, how many times have you made a resolution and haven't done it? You have been part of the 80% who have failed. Raise your hand up. Hold it high, like I am, because I have been one of those people. I have been one of those 80% multiple times. I've also been part of the 20% multiple times. So I want to help you be part of that 20% that make it. So ditch the resolution and change it. Instead of saying resolution, make it a goal, right? Make it a goal that you can achieve and will achieve. Now, what I mean by that is I'm not saying play small and make it a small goal. No. Go for it. Still push yourself. Make a big, hairy, audacious goal, as Darren Hardy says, right? Set yourself up for this big goal, but then you're going to build this up to have success. Because when people say resolutions, it's usually just, I'm going to do this. I'm going to lose 50 pounds. I'm going to read a book a week or a book a month. Cool, right? Those are goals. That's what they are. That's what resolutions are. They're goals. But they don't have any specific context to it generally. They're not time bound. They're just not great goals. They're goals, but they're not great goals. And if you want to be part of that 20%, you want to be part of the crew that makes it, then make SMART goals. So, what's a SMART goal? Right? You might have heard me talk about this before. Maybe you've heard about this before. Well, SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relative, and time-bound. Then we're going to add a couple little things to help you do just that. And we're looking at this throughout the year, right? So this episode is released at the end of 2020. We have a week or so left of the year. And now we're going to make new ones for the new year. But so many of us, what I say with resolutions, I'm going to lose 50 pounds in this year. Awesome. I guess it's kind of time-ish bound, right? You're going to lose 50 pounds, so is it specific? Yeah, cool. Is it time-bound? Kind of, like within a year? Maybe. Okay, sure. Is it attainable? Maybe. Measurable? I mean, yeah, I guess you're losing 50 pounds. But that's all you say, right? Oh, how are you going to do that? Well, I'm going to eat healthy, workout. That's where it doesn't become SMART. Because you need a plan. You need to have those steps to make it happen. So, with your goals, not resolutions, but with your goals, make them SMART. So make it specific. Like, let's just say, let's go with reading, right? We'll get off the weight train for a little bit. So let's say reading. Well, I want to read one book a month. I want to read 12 books this year. Great. So it's measurable. 12 books in a year. Awesome. So is it time bound? Yep, in 1 year, right? You're golden. So it's measurable, it's time bound, it's attainable. Yeah, you could read a book a month, totally. So great, attainable. Is it relative to you? Like, well, maybe you say like, I hate reading, but I'm going to try doing this. Okay, it's relative, right? It's something you want to grow and improve on. Relative is something you enjoy doing, or you want to get better on, or you want to learn more about. Does it fit you and your lifestyle, right? Is it relative to you? And you go, yes, it is. Cool. All right. But then you need to set up the benchmarks, right? So you have your goal, which is I like saying at the top of the building, there's your goal. And then you need your benchmarks to help you reach it, right? Those are the floors in the building. So that would be, well, in January, you were read one book. In February, you would have read another book, so 2 books, and then 3 books, 4 books, 5 books, right? A book a month. Great. Those are your floors. That will help you get to the 12 books in the year. Now you need your steps, because your goal's at the top of the building, and there's no elevator. You got to take the stairs. So your tasks are the daily things, or the things you do every couple days to help you reach that benchmark. So your first benchmark is I need to read 1 book by January 31st. I think there's 31 days in January. Now that I say, I'm not sure. Anyway, by the end of January, you're going to read 1 book. So what daily tasks can you do? Well, each day I'm going to read 10 pages. Hey, cool. Each day you read 10 pages. That's your task. That's that step. Well, then guess what? That's 300 pages or 310 pages in a month. That is most likely 1 book, right? So just setting up those benchmarks, you're breaking it down into smaller, more attainable goals or tasks, as I like to call them, that help you reach those benchmarks. So your big goal, 12 books in a year. Awesome, you got that, right? So 12 books in a year, broken down to a book a month. Those are your benchmarks. And then your task is I'm going to read 10 pages a day. Right? Or maybe 10 minutes a day. I mean, whatever it is for you, right? But you have those tasks and benchmarks. If I wanted to lose weight, right? My goal weight or the weight I want to lose pounds wise or whatever is at the top of the building. Then I have benchmarks of, okay, I want to lose these 10 pounds, then these 20 pounds, 30 pounds, right? Those would be my benchmarks. And those benchmarks would have a deadline, would have a time stamp on them. So I'd like to lose 20 pounds. If I wanted to lose 50 pounds in 2021, let's say by January 1st, I want to at least lose 10 pounds. Cool. And then maybe by February, another 10 pounds. And then maybe months from that, it'll be 5 pounds. Now, I'm making it super basic and super easy, saying that, okay, it's at the end of that month or the beginning of that next month, that's when I want to reach my goal. And you can do that, right? Or you can make it smaller. or bigger, right? But set up your benchmarks so that you know, you can check and say, oh, did I achieve this? Oh, did I achieve this? And then, okay, what are my tasks? Help me lose weight. Well, I need to work out 5 days a week. Right? And not just work out, I'm going to do a variety. I'm going to do 3 days 3 days lifting, 2 days cardio, and then a yoga day. Okay, that's 6 days, right? Or two lifting, 2 cardio, and 1 yoga, right? Whatever it is. Each day I know the programs I'm going to use, where I'm going to go, or I'm going to use a gym. I know what I'm doing those days. I have my program. I have my set. I know what I'm going to do. So then you have your tasks. You know what you're going to do, and that's going to help you get to your goals, right? Same with eating healthy. How are you going to do that, right? You're just setting up those goals. So to break it down for you, you have a SMART goal, right? It's specific, it's measurable, attainable, relative, time-bound, and you broke it down into benchmarks and steps, okay? And then know that you should have, well, let me say this, to help you achieve those days, to help you when times get tough, when life throws its craziness at you, and 2020 throws all the craziness at you, right? And it could derail you. Hopefully 2021 doesn't have any of those things. You need a strong reason why to help you. So why do you want to have that goal? Why do you want to read 12 books in a year? Why do you want to lose that weight? Why do you want to eat healthy? And ask yourself why, and dig down deep and find that root reason why you want to achieve it. Right? Have the basic surface level ones like, oh, I want to look good. I want to feel good. Oh, it'd be cool to say I've read 12 books in a year. Cool. But then dig down deeper and find that root reason. And that root reason why is one that's usually really tied emotionally to you, right? It makes your heart sing or pulls on your heartstrings. Those are the strong reasons why. And those reasons why will help you when times get tough. Okay? So you have your goals. You have benchmarks and tasks, and then you also have a strong reason why. Now, also set up some celebrations. Set yourself up to celebrate some of the wins that you have. When you reach that benchmark, celebrate it. Seriously, take time to celebrate it. Why not? Whether it's, maybe you have a little treat. You go out to dinner, or you, buy yourself a cool piece of clothing. Whatever. I don't care what it is, as long as it doesn't harm you. Find a way to celebrate. Decide what those are ahead of time and set it up so that you have celebrations throughout the journey, throughout you going after and crushing your goal. Celebrate those wins because that helps you and invigorates you to keep going. Okay? 2 more ways to help you be part of the 20%. Instead of just saying it's a goal or this is my resolution, you want to make it a lifestyle. So first you need to create those habits, those daily habits, which are those tasks, right? You want to create those into habits and let this become a lifestyle for you. And especially if you change your mindset from this is a diet, let's say, right? You want to be on a diet. Well, I'm doing this diet. Well, screw that. Get rid of the diet, make it a lifestyle. Because if it's a lifestyle for you, then you're not thinking this is a short-term thing. This is a thing that's going to help you and make your life better. Okay? So think of it as a lifestyle. I want to better my mind and my body and all that by reading 12 books a year. Personal development books a year, let's say. Cool. All right? So that's what you're going to do. That's going to help you out. And I'm making it a lifestyle to be a daily reader. It's not this just goal I'm going for, which is awesome, but I wanted this lifestyle of becoming this reader. Does that make sense? So make it a lifestyle. Second strategy is to hold yourself accountable. So you could do this through many ways, right? You can ask your family members or friends to say, hey, check in on me. Just make sure I'm doing right and doing what I said I was going to do, because now you have someone to report to. Someone to report to. Someone to tell you if you slacked off. Don't slack off. No, don't be a slacker. Go for it. And having that person or that group of people hold you accountable helps. Post it on social media. Go and find yourself an accountability group, or even better yet, get a coach. Like me, I'm a coach. I help people stay true to their goals by holding them accountable for them, right? They don't want to disappoint me. I know when I have coaches, and I don't want to disappoint them by saying, oh yeah, I didn't do that this week. Oh, I slacked off. No. I don't want that feeling. So I do the work, right? I have that accountability built in. And whether that's family, friends, an accountability group, an online group, a coach, whatever, find one. And if you're part of Spencer's Energy Hub, and hint, you totally should be part of Spencer's Energy Hub, we have accountability built in. And you could use the hub, the family in the hub, as your accountability group. And we're designing it that way, and it is designed that way to help you live your life to the max and hold you accountable. It's one of the great things about it. I'm not going to go off because I already talked a little bit about it, but I would love to have you join us. Check it out, spencersenergyhub.com. I would love to have you. Weekly trainings, monthly master interviews, and so much more. Just this family who's there to support, lift you up, encourage you, and hold you accountable. That's what we're there for. So it's spencersenergyhub.com. Check it out. Join us. It'd be so awesome to have you. And then the last little tip I just want to say, because it is the beginning of a new year, many people set their resolutions, which we're ditching, right? Remember, ditching the resolution. You're setting their goals for a year. Oh, in 1 year, I want to do this. By the end of 2021, I would like this. Okay, cool. Maybe that works, right? And time-wise, it's great. But if we set up, we have, let's say, 3 goals or 4 goals that we would like to achieve for the year, if we all have them due on December 31st of 2021, well, guess what? We as humans, we love to procrastinate. And sometimes we would struggle and not get started with our goals because, oh no, I'll start that later. And then all of a sudden, it's November and December of 2021, and we're racing to try to make this happen, or we just say, screw it, and be part of that 80%. Don't do that. Stagger your goals throughout the year. Stagger the deadlines for them. Now, obviously, if you want to lose 50 pounds, right, that might take a year. Cool, so that's your longer term goal, right? Or I don't know, but you could split it up, right? Maybe your goals are smaller and could be more of a 3-month goal. So, for example, let's say I have 4 goals this year. One's going to be due on, finished, let's say by April 1st. Great. And then one's going to be ready and due on July 1st. And then we'll do one in October and one in December at the end of the year, right? So there's 4 goals staggered throughout the year. Maybe I start all of them now, or I stagger the start times. I know I have this goal for this year, but that'll happen this year. And I'm setting up for those specific deadlines broken up throughout the year. So the one I want to complete in April, I'm starting that now. The one I want to complete in July, well, maybe I start that now, or maybe I start that in February. Right? Just because you set it now doesn't mean you have to start it now, but it does mean you have to go after it. And you need to set it up so you have success. Just know that, because then you're staggering it and you're not getting overwhelmed with your time. But if you have a big goal, something that's going to take you a year to do, well, okay, then you start it now and you keep working at it. But know that you can stagger the start times and the end times. Resolutions, goals don't need to be just for the new year. Although that's what we're facing right now, that's why we're talking about it, but they don't need to be just for the new year. You can make these any time of the year. Make them smart, specific, measurable, attainable, relative, time-bound. Make them SMART goals. Know and have a strong reason why. Break down your goals in between to benchmarks and tasks to help you reach them. And celebrate the wins. Make it a lifestyle and hold yourself accountable, and you will have success. You will be one of the 20% that crushes it. I want you to crush it. Go after your goals this year. Make 2021 your best year yet. And I can't wait to hear about it. Let me know. Drop me comments. Let me know what your goals are for the next year. Put them in the comments below. Hit me up on social media at Jonesin4 and tell me your goals. Let me help you hold yourself accountable. Okay? If you like this episode, please subscribe. Please subscribe, like the show, and share this out with your friends and family so we can help even more people live their lives to the max. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you have an amazing day and rock and crush the end of 2020, and let's dominate 2021. All right, until then, I will catch you all. Until the new year, I will catch you all later.